Hi there, welcome into Energy Upgrade Feng Shui Tips 2022. I'm Lisa Albin. I just lit my candle with intentions to connect with you on the other side of this virtual session. I am a Feng Shui master and quantum energy alignment practitioner, and the session that you're about to receive is called Energy Upgrade, integrates the ancient and the modern to bring you an experience that will give you some insight into what you're experiencing right now in your life path journey, and clarity and ease as you move forward, so you can have more confidence and really enjoy what you're experiencing on a deeper level. Without further ado, we're going to be checking in to the ancient Yi Ching. I want to thank those of you who are returning for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And I really enjoy our interaction in the comments. So if anything that I say here resonates with you, let me know in the comments. You can throw me a like, or definitely make sure you turn on your notification, that little bell in the corner, to make sure you receive these sessions each and every week. I try to keep pretty regular in getting these out there because I feel they're so valuable in giving insight on what's going on in the collective conscious. This is the Ancient Yi Ching reading I've divined of the Book of Changes, asking what is the energy surrounding those wishing to receive this energy upgrade reading as of May 18th. Now, if you're receiving this reading at a later date, a much later date, it's okay. This is the perfect time for you to receive it. Stick around. It's hard for me to put a timestamp on this, but I do believe in many divination practitioners out there can confirm that the virtual world has really transformed how we are receiving messages and signs and synchronicities. So this is for you. The current energy right now is described as synergy, and we're shifting into an energy of restrained. And before I go into detail, I'm going to check in with our emotional aura. We're going to do a emotional aura frequency alignment right now, bringing your emotions back into harmony. I've typed your name into the box with intention, and I'm pulling on what's going on here. So right now, if you can imagine your emotional aura, which is like a bubble, like an invisible bubble around yourself, when we are operating under stress, we get tears and rips and permeations in which stress can infiltrate, and over time the stress causes what we call dis-ease of some sort. So we want to make sure that we are plugging up all of our energy leaks and repairing it in such a way that we're more whole in our aura field as we're going out about the world, so we're not as open to stress, if that makes sense. So a big issue right now that's lingering in the emotional aura field is belittles employees to cover up deep-seated insecurities. So this may be resonating with you on a personal level, with someone that you've been spending a lot of time talking with, or it may be something you picked up from a TV show, a movie, or a song. This is working within all the levels of our consciousness and awareness, all of our minds. Underlying that is victim comes to identify with the abuser, break the paradigm. Concerns about sexual attractiveness, calculating, needing to access effects of yogic postures are cumulative. Access control of my wants and needs, and access knowing of true power. So we are removing that which no longer serves, and we're going to be accessing that which we need to be more repaired and more whole, so we can go out into the world and not be as open to stress. So this is great for stress reduction. I'm going to run it for 5 minutes, and I'm going to revisit it when I hear the tone, and more to come on that. So let me know if any of those qualities were resonating with you. And again, you can reach out to me in the link provided in the description if you desire to be more private. But I love comments too, so if you want to comment to me, I will respond. I do get a notification on those. And to that point, make sure you hit the bell in the corner there so you get notified when I am sending these energy upgrades out into the universe. I don't want you to miss them. Okay, so we're in the current energy of synergy, and there's lots of fire above, fire below. There was lots of fire when I lit my candle to start this session. Fire. I'm even wearing red. This is lots of fire happening in this current energy. So there's a lot of emotion happening, explosive emotion, a true change of heart's happening. And oftentimes when we have a significant change of heart, we are feeling a sense of grief, and there is a bit of letting go of what we once knew to be replaced with something new. The I Ching advises that even though this may feel uncomfortable at the time, there's good fortune on the horizon. And this change was necessary to allow for this better journey that you're on towards greater and highest good. I invite you, if you haven't already, to put this on pause if you haven't started to think about your goals going into this. So whether it's financial, business, whether it's relationships, whether it's attracting a new home, write your goals down on a piece of paper, preferably in black ink, and do so in cursive. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I love cursive. And the reason why I do is because one of my mentors taught me that writing in cursive allows more areas of your brain to be integrated into processing information. And when we are trying to embody our goals and desires and meet them more with ease, writing in cursive wakens a part of our minds and taps into parts of our brains that aren't otherwise used. So write down that goal as if you're receiving it right now, and keep it in mind as you're receiving this I Ching divination. So we know that a change is necessary. It's going to allow us for a better journey on our path for our greatest and highest good. And we've also been talking about this like fire energy, and sometimes when there's too much fire, well, any extreme is not advised in most cases in Feng Shui. So you may be overly enthusiastic right now, for example, and we were talking about the energy of joy not too long ago, a few sessions ago, maybe even the last one. We're coming out of a period of spring and joy and lots of excitement. This overly enthusiastic behavior is going to deplete you, even though it's fun. You're not going to gain anything more in your journey towards your goal by expelling all this enthusiasm. So just dial it back a little notch and conserve, because we know every high is followed by a low, so you want to make sure that you're prepared. Continue to cling to what inspires you, just like fire clings to its nourishment. Fire clings to wood, fire clings to whatever it's burning. Continue to cling to what inspires you, but do the celebration in moderation instead of getting swept up and carried away. The I Ching also reminds us that no human is an island. You need your people, you need your like-minded supporters, you need the right people around you. And sometimes relationships feel right, but they're due to an unhealthy attachment. So evaluate your relationships and your interactions and really try to think about whether your attachments are healthy or not. You are going to need your people with you. It's going to be more fun on your journey, whether it's for relationships, whether it's for business. You don't have to do this alone. In fact, you're always going to be interacting with others. Just be really mindful of who you're exchanging your energy with. And if you need to go back and look at the previous session talking about energy exchange, I think this is continuing. So in this current energy, don't deplete yourself. Keep your well filled, keep your cup filled, and be very mindful of how you are sharing your energy, how you are giving of your energy. All right, let's check in on our emotional aura frequency alignment. We're down to the bottom here. And I'm going to ask that you write down on your piece of paper in cursive, I attract light and love. Speak it 3 times, or write it at least 3 times. To be a little extra, speak it 9 times and write it down 9 times. So 9 in according to Feng Shui, in Chinese culture. Feng Shui tells us when we use the number 9, 9 signifies completion, and it's very lucky. As we talk about fulfillment and actualization, 9 is a number that empowers us, and it instills in an intention for completion. So write down on your piece of paper and speak it 9 times. I attract light and love. And you may want to write this on a post-it note. You can stick it to your desktop, to a mirror, somewhere where you walk by often. And I encourage you that you can do a significant amount of intentional placement within your environment too, using this mantra, I attract light and love, as we talk about having, and I was thinking either it's going to be family or helpful people energy, but I feel this is more like your soul tribe, your family, and spirituality. If you are looking at your home environment and if you divide up, if you pretend you put a tic-tac-toe board on top of your home, on the left side in the center along that wall, and if you put in 3 equal squares there, in the middle is the area containing the energy of family and health, and also that spirituality. So I would like you to take a look at this area and see if there is a significant amount of wood energy. So wood energy can contain plants. There might be a plant shelf. There might be obviously wood shelving or cabinetry. It can also be something that's a column or a green or purple floral patterns. Look to see that there's a significant amount of wood here. And if there's not, bring something wood in. Bring in something like a mirror, which represents water, actual water like a fountain, or something deep dark blue or black, which symbolizes water, into this area to nourish that family energy, because you need your soul tribe around you right now, your sacred circle, to collaborate with in this energy. And place this object with intention and envision this soul tribe energy around you, supporting you on your goal that you wrote down, and say, I attract light and love at least 9 times. 9 times for completion. All right. I am going to leave you with a supercharge, and then we're going to call it a session, and I want to hear how this goes for you. All right. How do I minimize this? I think Mercury is still on retrograde because I'm like the least tech savvy person right now. All right. Put it so you can see it a little bit better. All right. Again, your name is in the box with intention to connect with you in this supercharged session. I will be charging you with the frequencies of always abundance and prosperity and clarity and ease and discernment of being able to recognize that which no longer serves you and parting with it. Confidence in knowing that you're doing the right thing. Attraction to your tribe. Nourishment of mind, body, and soul. I just thought of another Feng Shui area we might want to touch on before I sign off. And let's see, what else? I feel like this is pretty complete. Let's see, what is the opposite of grief? The opposite of grief. Well, I feel like faith. The opposite of grief is, I'm going to put light and love. And also, I want to put connectedness, meaning like connectedness to the highest self, to your highest self, and to people, the right people. And I'm going to be sending this charge to stick with you for the next 2 weeks, but I'll see you again in a couple days. I'll be doing another check-in with you. So as we're talking about another Feng Shui area, the direct center of your home contains the energy of holistic health and wellness. And I want you to evaluate this area and check to see if there's any drains, if there's any stairwells in it. These would be challenges for this area, and you might want to do some research or reach out to me for a cure to help you with that area. You can place something that represents earth, in this area, which would be something that's square shaped, or golden yellow is a great color. A beautiful black sec Tibetan Buddhist Feng Shui color is a golden yellow. You could put a bouquet of sunflowers in this area with the intention to make sure that you are nourished, mind, body, and soul, in this holistic health and wellness center. And make sure that you repeat your mantra 9 times. And it's been such a joy to check in with you. I've been excited. I've been so busy this week with projects, but I wanted to get this message out there. It won't be too much longer before I do another energy upgrading session to check in with you. Thank you so much for being here. And again, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing your comments. I want to know if this resonates with you, and I'd love to hear the outcomes if you are trying out Feng Shui in your own space. I will see you next time. Many blessings times 9. I will talk to you soon.